Hey guys, in today's video, I'm talking about the best VPNs to use to access Bet365.com. This platform is not available in every country. There are some where it is available and some where it's restricted. And using a VPN is going to be the easiest and most secure way to make it seem as if you're in a country where you can access Bet365.com. On top of that, a proper VPN, like the ones I recommend, are going to keep your internet activity completely private and anonymous from any corporation, like your internet service provider or your government, so nobody will even know that you've accessed Bet365. So I've tested out many different VPNs, and my top 3 recommendations are going to be this one right here, ExpressVPN, NordVPN, and Surfshark. Now, I'll talk a little bit more about the specifics of these VPNs in a minute. If you want a full in-depth review for any of them, that will be available in the description below, as well as a bunch of other useful information and links. But what I just want to mention first is an important step before you even start using the VPN. You want to go to your browser and clear your browsing data, in particular the cookies and other site data and the cached images and files. And the reason for this is because if you have visited Bet365 without the VPN, then there's a good chance that your browser has already stored information about you and your location. And if you go to Bet365 after that, even with the VPN activated, and it doesn't matter which VPN you use, it will still be able to tell which location you're in, and you probably will still be restricted and not able to access your account. So always make sure to first delete your browsing data. Then you would go into the VPN. And from here, it's really simple. All you'd have to do is go, let's say with ExpressVPN, click on this location tab and pick whichever country it is that you want to connect to. First, you want to make sure that you've checked and found the country that is the closest to you, ideally where Bet365 is going to be available, and then just find it in the VPN. All you have to do is click on the location and you'll automatically be connected to that country. Then you'd be able to go back into Bet365 and access your account. I would also recommend using an incognito or private tab, even if you have already cleared your data. I just find that that's a good precaution to take to avoid detection. Now, if you have followed my steps, you cleared your browsing data, you're using an incognito tab, and you're still having issues connecting to your account on Bet365, then the next thing that I would do is recommend changing your servers. If you see an ExpressVPN, a lot of these countries will have arrows. If you click on one of them, then you will get more options to connect, more cities or different parts of the country that you can connect to within that country. So I would always recommend trying out a few different ones. 9 times out of 10, there is going to be one that works. And this isn't just with ExpressVPN. If we go to NordVPN, you'll find that a lot of the countries that are more popular and accessed a lot will have more than one location within the country that you can connect to. I myself have used these methods and I was always able to access Bet365 eventually with success. Now, if you're wondering which VPN is going to be the best for you, so I would say that ExpressVPN is the best overall option here. In my opinion, it's the best beginner VPN. It's just very simple and easy to get started with, but at the same time, it is very powerful. So even for a more advanced VPN user or somebody who wants to get a lot out of a VPN, you don't just want to use it for Bet365, maybe you want to get access to streaming content that's only available in a different part of the world, or you want to use it to get potentially better ping or more stable ping when you're gaming. There's just a bunch of different applications for a VPN, and ExpressVPN can handle everything easily. But if you are somebody who doesn't want something so simple, you want something more feature packed, then NordVPN is the option you should go with. With Nord, you get a ton of different features and add-ons. You get things like specialty servers, which gives you Onion over VPN, connecting you up to the Onion network, but through the VPNs. So nobody will even know that you're connecting to the Onion network. You get double VPN, which connects you up to 2 different VPN servers before getting you over to the internet, giving you an added layer of security. You have optimized servers for torrenting, and you have obfuscated servers, which work to hide the fact that you've been using a VPN, although I should mention that with ExpressVPN, all servers are automatically obfuscated and optimized for torrenting. Now, all 3 of these VPNs have at least 100 countries to connect to, but NordVPN has by far the most with 165. For most people, that's going to be overkill. You're not going to need to connect to 165 different countries. In my experience, people have the same 15 or 20 that they connect to on a consistent basis. But if you are somebody that for some reason needs a ton of different countries to connect to, then NordVPN has almost all of them. And on top of all of that, it goes even further because NordVPN offers add-ons that work independent of the VPN. You have Threat Protection Pro, which is like a mini antivirus, giving you malware and browsing protection and an ad and tracker blocker. You have options for secure file transfers. You have Dark Web Monitor, which monitors to see if any of your personal information has leaked out over the internet, and there's more to it. It just keeps going. NordVPN has a ton of different features. It's really too much for me to cover right here. Like I said, full reviews and more information in the description below. But if you are somebody who likes what you're hearing, you like to see a lot of features and a lot of different customization options, different things you can do with the VPN, then NordVPN is what you should go with. Now, lastly, if you're on a budget, then I would definitely recommend Surfshark. It's the cheapest of the three options here, but at the same time, it is high quality. It's not as powerful or as simple as ExpressVPN, and it doesn't have nearly as many features as NordVPN. But for the amount that you're paying, it's still a very good deal. You get 100 countries to connect to, very decent speeds, and something that Surfshark offers that the other two don't is that you can install Surfshark on an unlimited amount of devices with just one account. If you have an account, you can literally share it with all of your family and friends, and they can put it on all of their devices as well, as opposed to NordVPN, which can only be put on 10 devices with one account, and ExpressVPN, which can only be put on 8. And talking about devices, all three of these VPNs can be put on pretty much every device. It doesn't matter whether it's Mac, Windows, Android, iOS, pretty much every browser has an extension with these VPNs, and you can even put these VPNs on your router and cover everything in your house that's connected to your Wi-Fi network if your router is compatible with the VPN. Now, if you want to try out any of these VPNs, there's going to be a link in the description that will get you a discount and save you some extra money, and you're going to get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So that means you can try out the full VPN for 30 days and see if you like it, and if you don't, all you have to do is contact customer support and ask them for a refund. So let me know in the comments which VPN you decide to go with and how it went accessing Bet365. That's going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one.